Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a new delicious video. Today's video is all about healthy desserts. You guys always go crazy for my treats and desserts, so I thought I would throw in a little bit of a fall inspired one. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do down below, and follow on Instagram because I'm always posting sneak peeks, more recipes, and more tips over there. So you definitely want to check that out. All right guys, let's hop in. So the first dessert we are making are these pumpkin cookies. I'm starting off with some almond butter. I love almond butter because it's full of healthy fats. You've got lots of vitamin E from the almonds, and you have some nice fiber as well. I'm adding in some pumpkin to that. Pumpkin is loaded with zinc, which is great for your immune system, especially with this change of season right now and like a lot of people getting sick and everything. It's also loaded with potassium, so it helps to balance the electrolytes in your body as well. So you're going to add in half a cup of that into your almond butter. And then I'm adding in a splash of vanilla for some flavor, as well as some pumpkin spice, which is just full of some nice warming spices and really complements the pumpkin well. So just mix that together until everything is combined and smooth. I find when you mix like the more wet ingredients together first, it's easier to get kind of an even distribution. So fold that together, and then I'm adding in some almond flour, and almond flour, again, high in fiber, high in protein, and all the healthy fats from the almond flour and the almond butter really help to shut down those hunger hormones, kill cravings, but also keep you satisfied when having this healthy dessert. Then I'm adding in a couple handfuls of some dairy-free chocolate chunks. You can do chocolate chips or any kind of dairy-free chocolate that you like. You can cut up a dairy-free chocolate bar and throw that in. But I feel like little 2 handfuls are like the perfect amount without being too chocolatey. Then I'm taking my silicone baking sheet. You guys have seen me use this so much. It's one of my favorite things I've gotten off Amazon. And I'm taking my cookies, rolling them into balls, and then pressing them down on my silicone sheet. And you just smush them together until you get round balls, and then place them on your sheet. Super simple, guys. And then once you bake them, you will have these delicious, warm pumpkin cookies. They scream fall. They've got a little bit of chocolate in them, which makes them decadent, but they're not super sweet. So they are so delicious. Once your pumpkin cookies are done, they will be ready to eat. What I love is that they're made with like more simple ingredients. I tried to keep it as simple, as basic as I could. So let's go ahead and have a taste. Oh, wow. They're a very moist cookie. You got the healthy fats from the almond butter, a little bit of chocolate, and pumpkin is subtle enough where it like just tastes yummy, but not like overly pumpkin-y. Perfect balance of like sweetness and like, but not too sweet. Delicious. This is definitely going to be a fall staple for me, and I think it's a fun twist on like your normal chocolate chip cookie to throw a little like fall in there. Next up, we're making these chocolate truffles. So I'm starting off with some coconut oil, which is a great medium chain triglyceride, great healthy fats to help the metabolism and help you burn fat. I'm adding in some raw cacao, and what I love is because this recipe isn't being heated, we still get all the antioxidants, all the iron, and all the mood enhancing properties of cacao because it's still raw when we eat it. A pinch of Himalayan salt, as you guys know, it balances your pH and has lots of minerals in it as well. Then I'm adding in some cacao honey. This is a superfood cacao honey. If you don't have cacao honey, you can use just normal honey, but I figured since this was a chocolate recipe, I'm using this cacao honey that just tastes really good. It's really just honey with a little bit of cacao. And you stir that together until everything is nice and smooth, and the coconut oil is kind of combined with the cacao and the honey to get one smooth mixture. Then you're going to add in 3 tablespoons of cold water. It needs to be cold so that the chocolate kind of seizes up and you're able to use your hands to kind of mold it into balls. So just mold that into balls, and then you're going to place that onto a plate while you get your toppings or kind of surroundings ready to roll it in. So I'm starting off by rolling a few of them in some dairy-free chocolate chips, and just make sure to kind of press them into the truffle so that it really sticks in there. You can do any kind of thing you want here. You can do roasted nuts, you can do coconut, you can do slivered almonds, you could do crushed peanuts. You could even top it in a little bit more chocolate if you want and kind of make a chocolate shell on the coating. So it's kind of up to you and whatever you like to do, but I like a mixture of chocolate chips, coconut, and then slivered almonds to kind of cover all of the bases. But whatever you guys like to have on the outside of your truffles, feel free to do that. And then once your truffles are done, they will be ready to eat. They're the perfect little afternoon or after dinner snack when you want a little healthy dessert, but you don't want anything too big, but the perfect bite-sized treat to have. All right, guys, once your truffles are done and you've rolled them in whatever you want, they're ready to eat. Let's have a taste. I'm real excited because, well, they already felt really silky while I was rolling them. So I've been excited to take a bite of these. Oh my God. Give me a sec, guys, because these are so silky. They are perfectly silky. They're like buttery in your mouth. Oh my gosh. You have to try these, guys. They're amazing. I would store them in either the fridge or the freezer, but definitely one of the two. You can roll them whenever you like, and I like that you can just have one afterwards and then like you're good to go. So you can make a batch and then have them, but oh my gosh, they're so silky. They're so decadent, but they're like good for you. You really can't go wrong. And lastly, we're making these warm apples. It's super easy to make and they taste delicious and decadent. So I'm starting off with an apple, and I like to keep the peel on when I do this because the peel of an apple actually contains ursolic acid, which increases the amount of calories you burn and also increases the amount of skeletal muscle that you make. So I'm just chopping up half of a Honeycrisp apple. Honeycrisp are my favorite. I just find that they have the best flavor and texture, and they're in season right now, so it's perfect. I'm adding in a teaspoon of this 4th and Heart vanilla ghee. The vanilla is really nice with the apples because it's already infused. And then I'm putting my apples in the pan along with that. And then I'm going to be adding in some apple pie spice. You can also just use cinnamon. They're fairly the same. Apple pie spice just has some like nutmeg and some allspice, I believe. So you toss that together until your apples are soft. And then once those are done, you can put those into a bowl. And I'm going to top it with the game-changing ingredient, and that is coconut butter. So coconut butter is fairly similar to coconut oil, but it has more fiber and has lauric acid, which boosts your immunity. And then once they're done, you have the super quick fall-inspired dessert that you don't have to wait like half an hour for to make like an apple crisp. It's just warm, decadent, sauteed apples with this nice, rich coconut butter. And it's so delicious, guys. Highly recommend making this one. So once your sauteed apples are done, we have the coconut butter on top. I love this because it's the perfect, super quick kind of fall dessert. You don't have to wait for a crisp. You don't have to wait for pie. It's healthy. We got the healthy fats from the coconut butter, sauteed apples with cinnamon. I mean, can't go wrong. Let's have a taste. Oh, God. You know, the coconut butter really makes this because it feels decadent. It feels creamy. It literally feels like I poured icing on top of apples, but it's healthy for you. Highly recommend checking this out. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a good old thumbs up. And leave any comments down below of more videos you want me to make or what type, lunch, snacks, desserts, whatever you like. Leave that down below. I hope you guys are all having a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.